Hello, everybody, and welcome to another perspective with TyreseBiv. And I want to get right into it. I'm talking about the new change to the NBA All-Star Game, talking about pretty much an open gym for All-Stars. We're going to have two captains, and the two captains is going to pick from, I guess, the pool of chosen All-Stars. It's going to be weird, though, I guess, when you consider that, guys get hurt, guys decide they don't want to play. Just going to see how it works out as far as replacements, and if guys want to, let's redraft since such and so isn't playing or such and so got hurt. But it's going to be interesting. I guess the NBA felt as though, people are losing interest in the All-Star Game. I know I can speak for myself. I haven't watched an All-Star Game probably since 2006, 7 maybe? I don't know. It's been a long time since I actually sat down and watched an NBA All-Star Game. And they're just going to try this format out. But I'm going to keep it so 100. I don't care what they do. They just got to make it. The players have to get competitive again. It's just not competitive. It's guys just showing up and we're here. This is good enough. I think both teams scored over 180 points last year. I think the West scored 192. I think the West won 192 to 182. Come on, almost 400 points in 48 minutes. I'd rather see, guys just come out and do a dunk contest versus guys just coming out and pretending like they're gonna be competitive for a little bit. Then you got guys like Russell Westbrook only knows one speed, and that's 100 miles per hour. He's gonna give it all the time. But the All-Star Game has always been about entertainment. But then again, the regular season is also about entertainment. The only difference is there's an incentive for winning. Now, I'm not asking that anybody try to make an incentive for, the NBA All-Star Game, kind of how Major League Baseball has the winner of the game getting home field advantage for the World Series. I don't want anything like that. I think that's pretty much that's just corny. But I do think that there should be some sort of stipulation. What it is, I don't know. But there needs to be something to make these players want to engage one another. And, you're already complaining to the point where they've changed up NBA scheduling. There's no more back-to-backs. There's no more road trips followed by a home game followed by another road trip. They've changed up this schedule so much to the point where if you're resting players, there's really no legitimate excuse for resting with the way that they changed up the NBA schedule. But they need to change up the way that they handle this All-Star Game. There needs to be some sort of stipulation put on the game, some sort of incentive for these guys to engage and want to win. And I'm not saying that all of the guys don't want to win. But when you play, I know as a player, I wouldn't want to be on no team that gave up 192 points. Nor would I want to be on a team that gave up 182 points. That's not even fun to watch. I don't know how anybody could condone that. So they have to do something. They try to change it up. They're trying to do something just more so to pique interest. So, you could be on a team. See, there could be LeBron James and 3 other Warrior players. That, Draymond Green, LeBron James, Steph Curry, could be on the same team. Crazy things like that. Just weird stuff. So I think that'll pique interest in different things. But at the same time, you got these guys that they want to play together anyway, or they had an interest in playing with another guy, and then let's just see how this works out. And during the All-Star game, and next thing you know, they're asking for a trade to this team. You know, that's the era of basketball that we're in. You know, these guys just getting together and getting on the same teams and wanting to play with each other and not wanting to play against one another. You know, and we are just at the point where we just have to accept it. You know, we just have to accept it. So here we are, making the change. We're gonna see what it is. You know, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about it. Me myself, I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm interested to see how it goes. That doesn't mean I'm gonna watch the game, but I am interested to see exactly who the two captains will be and who these two captains choose for their respective teams and how the final rosters will look. But they've got to be competitive. I just want, and I understand it's the best players and the most. We're in an era of the most athletic basketball players in the history of basketball. I don't think there's ever been a collection of players that have had this much athleticism in the history of basketball. So I understand guys, you know, they don't want to hurt themselves and different things like that, you know, but just as athletic as they are, they're just as brittle and soft, you know, both physically and for the most part, mentally. You know, these guys, they you know, they get chartered flights. You know, they're not flying coach. You know, like these other players did back in the day. You know, they have more up-to-date and advanced training and, you know, diets and different things like that. And it's still not enough to keep these guys engaged for 82 games. For the most part. Not everybody handles rest the same way and everything like that. But it also got me to thinking about other changes that the NBA could adopt. And I am of the mindset of taking the best 16 teams and putting them in a 16 seed tournament. You can still have your best of 7 series throughout the playoffs. You can still do that. But I want 16 teams seeded 1 to 16 and they play. They play. And you can keep the same format. You can do the 2-2-1-1-1. I mean, myself, I don't think 7 games is necessary throughout the playoffs. I think 5 is a legitimate number. You know, you can't take no games off in a 5-game series. 7-game series, yeah, I could take tonight off. It's a 5-game series. There's no games you can take off in a 5-game series, because if you fall behind 0-2, you're 1 game away from elimination. So I think there's a lot of changes that could be made throughout the NBA playoffs. You know, I think a true home court advantage. If you want a true home court advantage, how about having the home team or the higher seed team go on the road first? I think that would be interesting. I think it would be interesting. I think it'd be very interesting. Go to a 2-3-1-1. I think that would be very interesting. a 2-3-1-1. Just change things up, make it more interesting. Road team, they can get some momentum going with playing at home, and now the home team has to really truly protect their home floor. The higher seeded team really has to protect their home floor in games 3 through 5. I think that would be interesting. Change it up. Give it a try. You have to try new things. There's nothing wrong with just trying something new. If it doesn't work, then you go back. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see the best 16 teams in the NBA playoffs. If for no other reason, to reward those teams from the Western Conference that don't make the playoffs, and they're probably a better team, even if they have a similar record than a team from the East. I think it'll be interesting. But the NBA, they have something that the other sports don't have. They have true star power. True star power. And majority of the time, the NBA players get what they want. They get what they want. NFL players, Major League Baseball players, not all the time. NBA players, they pretty much get what they want. So if the players are really going to have to push forth any type of change that's going to be made within the NBA, if they want to see it, if we want to see it happen, we the consumers have to get those star players on our side for certain things. And I'm not sure who came up with this idea of the two captains and drafting players for the All-Star game, but it's a good call. It was a good call. I know the NFL did it for a number of years. I'm not sure if they still do it or not. I do not pay attention to the Pro Bowl. Again, I'd rather see a 7-on-7 flag football game. I think that would be probably more intriguing than what they put out there as a Pro Bowl, because you can't really hit. You don't want to hurt anyone in a Pro Bowl game. So just have a 7-on-7 flag football game. I think, and you can split it up and have a 7-on-7 flag football tournament with, probably can get we got 3 quarterbacks in each. So what's that? 6 teams? Maybe go pick 4 quarterbacks from each conference and have an 18 tournament of 7-on-7 flag football. Maybe the NBA should try something different. But what I do like about the Pro Bowl is the Pro Bowl is at the end of the year. It's not in the middle of the season. It's at the end of the season. Guys have had to have a true Pro Bowl caliber season, not a half a season, and then fall off. They have to have a true Pro Bowl season. NBA, all you have to have is a good first half, and you're an all-star. And then you can fall off the face of the earth and not be seen in March and April. And you were